Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is Wednesday, the start of a fantastic week. Let's take a look at those track and weather conditions.
We start the afternoon with the fast main track and a firm turf course. Temperatures in the upper 80s here today. 5 furlongs to kick it off over the turf course. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratch the 1, Kiss the Crown, a field of 6. Odds on choice, number 4, Poison Art. Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, that's Far From Here who gets the first call. From the far outside, Explosive Candy is away with speed. Down at the inside, Proper Princess comes away in the top flight. She'll land third. Then it's Awesome and Then Some, followed by Poison Art, and Sienna Slew's on her outside. Separated by 4.5 lengths in the run to the far turn. And from the outside, C.J. McMahon puts Explosive Candy on the lead. She leads it by a length and a quarter now. Up into second and trying to rally from there is Awesome and Then Some, pocketed up Far From Here. From the outside, and Sienna Slew fourth, tacking on 3 wide. Proper Princess gets the shuffle to second last, and the first race favorite, Poison Art, will have to pass them all with less than a quarter of a mile to go. They're at the top of the stretch with Explosive Candy fighting to hold command over Awesome and Then Some. Far From Here next. Sienna Slew down the outside. Widest of all, Poison Art begins to uncork a rally, but there's inside a final furlong to go, and Explosive Candy still has the lead. Poison Art is rolling now. Here's Poison Art and Explosive Candy. Explosive Candy, Poison Art. Explosive Candy holds on. Poison Art second, Proper Princess third in 56 and 3. Trainer KK Jayaraman shipped a variety of horses in from Hot Springs, Arkansas at Oak Lawn Park, and this is his first trip to the winner's circle since making that move. It was with number 7, Explosive Candy, who takes him all the way under C.J. McMahon. KK and VD Jayaraman, KK Jayaraman, the winning trainer. Number 4, Poison Art, got started too late, had to settle for second ahead of the 2, Proper Princess. She got the shuffle but re-rallied to get third. To the second race we go now. 5 furlongs over the turf. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. A field of 7 went postward. The betting favorite, number 3, Ultimate Dude. And they're off. Poor beginning for One Classy Dude. Quick beginning for Sin Larar, and Montalvo puts him on the engine early from Twist Cat Candy, who comes away racing in second and only a neck behind the leader. Ultimate Dude is third. On Cruise Control, a bit keen in his career debut, racing fourth and looking for racing room. Then it's Wathnon and Mexican Lucky, and left behind last is One Classy Dude. Around the far turn they go. Sin Larar leads at 3 parts of a length. Twist Cat Candy now only a half a length behind. From third it's Ultimate Dude. From fourth it's Wathnon. Then back to Cruise Control, who's back fifth and about 5 lengths off the lead through the opening quarter in 21 and 4. They run to the top of the stretch. Sin Larar now asked to quicken up, and he still has the lead. Ultimate Dude will come off his flank to try to get to him. Twist Cat Candy is next. Over the top and Wathnon, 3/16 to go. Sin Larar braces for the challenge from Ultimate Dude. Ultimate Dude right up alongside, and now Ultimate Dude is in front. Sin Larar is second, clear of Twist Cat Candy and Wathnon. Ultimate Dude to do it by 2.5. Sin Larar second, Twist Cat Candy third, then Wathnon and On Cruise Control to complete the high five in 56 flat. Nice trip from a little bit off the speed for the favorite in race 2. Ultimate Dude takes care of business under Lionel Reyes for trainer Mike Yates and owner Glenview Oaks LLC. Number 2, Sin Larar with a much improved effort to get second ahead of 7, Twist Cat Candy, who was best of the rest. Wow, third. Time to take a timeout. We'll continue with the Wednesday card from South Florida right after this.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for the third race at 6 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. Rider change on 2, Mare Irish Dancer to Carlos Montalvo. A field of 7 went postward. Favorites included 3, One Direction Song, and 7, Princess Actress. And they're off. From the outside, Charlie's Secret wins the break. Here's One Direction Song moving to challenge. In between horses, that's the Gray Sweet Deal coming away to race in third. These top three go quickly. They've opened 4 on Mare Irish Dancer, followed by long shot Udo Sita with Sweet Point at the rail. And the favorite Princess Acris is last of all as they race to the half-mile pole. In the two-path, Charlie's Secret from the inside, One Direction Song. They pass the half-mile in lockstep. Leva took Sweet Deal back off the early skirmish to race behind the speed third. Well clear of the others, led by Mare Irish Dancer. Princess Acris tries to launch an attack while 3 wide. Uno Sita is next, and Sweet Point is the trailer as they run past the 5/16. Charlie's Secret on the outside, One Direction Song on the inside. They still are hot and heavy with a quarter of a mile to go. They've opened 3 on Sweet Deal. She's had a great trip, but she's not moving forward with a quarter of a mile left to go. Charlie's Secret on the outside, One Direction Song on the inside. They've given each other no quarter with 1/8 of a mile to go, and they're still in lockstep. On the outside, Charlie's Secret begins to do the better of the two. One Direction Song is flat to the boards, but she's losing ground to Charlie's Secret, who's edging away. Charlie's Secret and Panici on to score by almost 2. One Direction Song second, Sweet Deal third. Princess Acris got running for 4th in 1:10. And well,
nice performance today from the 4th choice in the wagering. Number 6, Charlie's Secret, makes her racing debut on dirt, a winning one under Luca Panici. For Mark Cassie and owners Rocky Top Stable and Quintessential Racing Florida. 3, One Direction Song with a much improved try today. Second, well clear of number 4, Sweet Deal, who got a sweet trip but couldn't parlay it. She had to settle for 3rd. Today's 4th race brought out 2-year-old fillies at 4.5 furlongs in for a claiming price of $50,000. These are maidens. Field of 6 went posted, and this was the start of the Rainbow 6. All eyes on number 1, R Paper Chaser, as the odds-on choice.
And they're off. From the inside, the favorite, Our Paper Chaser, gets the first call and establishes a 1.5 length lead early from the first-timer 40 kilos and Go Astrays on her outside. Stretch of 2.5 to Minaj running in tandem with Arabella Bella, and Bikini Hottie is last of all as they round the far turn. It's Our Paper Chaser and Edgard Zayas loose up top, leads it by almost 2. Go Astray is into second, tapping on the brakes. 40 kilos is back to third. The rest are far back, running on as Bikini Hottie with Arabella Bella and Minaj. They run to the top of the stretch, and it's Go Astray with the hopes of the public in front by 2. Moving up on the outside is Go Astray second. Stretch of 5. 40 kilos is now third as they swing in. Our Paper Chaser has one to fight off. It's Go Astray who continues to progress on the outside. 1/16 of a mile to go. Our Paper Chaser with a length lead. Go Astray continues to charge at her. Our Paper Chaser, Go Astray coming on. This is going to get close. It's too close to call. Our Paper Chaser inside, Go Astray on the outside. Their heads apart in 51-3.
Well, it wasn't easy, nor was it pretty, but number 1, Our Paper Chaser, gets the job done in today's 4th race under Edgard Zayas for trainer Ralph Zadie and owners CCF Racing and Averill Racing. 6, Go Astray second ahead of the 2, 40 kilos, who ran well. Robert Smith has been firing with all cylinders. His horse ran third. To the 5th race now in the start of the late pick 5, 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratch the 8 kilo. A field of 8. The favorite was the 9, Vetalago.
And they're off. Level beginning. From the outside, Britannia's Moat begins nicely. El Cachaco has speed from down toward the inside, working between horses. Fan base away in the top flight. Widest of all is Vetalago. Tucking in is Avanti, followed by Dominate, who's 2 better than Starship Zorro. And Zippy Zappy is last of all as they run around the first turn. At 70-1, Sammy Camacho and El Cachaco loose on top. They lead it now by 3.5. Racing in second is the 8-year-old Fan base from third, Britannia's Moat. And Avanti is down at the inside and races from fourth now. Out wide is Vetalago. The favorite is parked 4 wide through a 23-2 opening quarter. Dominate is in between horses. Then back to the outside in Starship Zorro, and at the rail, the trailer is Zippy Zappy as they race to the final half mile. El Cachaco's lead is gone. Right up to Challenge's Fan base second. 3 wide, Britannia's Moat third. And Avanti is at the inside. Dominate between horses. Vetalago's had to cover ground. He's 3 wide and losing ground a bit now. Starship Zorro appears to have horse, but no place to work. Up on the outside and Zippy Zappy 3 wide at the back. Many chances as they run to the top of the stretch. 47-1 for the opening half mile. Edgard Zayas and Fan base. Tough customer up to take a short lead. Off cover, here's Dominate. Widest of all, Zippy Zappy. Starship Starship Zorro looks for a way through. He finds room for Ruiz with 1/8 of a mile to go. The leader now dominate by a length and a half. Starship Zorro loose and trying to get to him from the outside, and Zippy Zappy, then Fanbase to the wire. It's Dominate and Jesus Rios to win it by 2.5. Starship Zorro second, Zippy Zappy third, then Fanbase fourth in 128 and 3.
Number 9, Vetalago covered too much ground on both turns to be effective, and that allowed for an 8-1 upset in the form of 5 Dominate, who runs up the score in deep stretch under Jesus Rios for Terry Pompey and My Purple Haze stable. 3, Starship Zorro shook loose to get second ahead of the 6, Zippy Zappy, who ran third at a nice price. Early pick 4, $134.20, and the early pick 5, $991.20. That's a 50-cent price. Don't go away. When we come back, the late pick 4 right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm. From the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6 and the start of the late pick 4, 1 mile over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $30,000. Scratch the 8 and 10, a field of 8. Favorites included 5, Charlie Mops, and 7, Hammer's Terror.
And they're off. From the center, Charlie Mops gets the first call from Little Baltar, who comes away with speed. Force on the outside, away in the top flight, and It's a Given is down toward the inside. Working wide on the corner is Hammer's Terror, about 5 lengths off the lead, in front of Donation, who's between horses, and Krishy is at the inside last of all as they run around the first turn. Charlie Mops has it by a length and a quarter. Force is second, Little Baltar third, Adios Nardo tugging hard while fourth. Also tugging fifth is It's a Given, ahead of an outside running Hammer's Terror, who's third last. Donation is second last, and Krishy is last through the opening quarter in 24 and 3. Down the backstretch they go. Charlie Mops has the lead 3 parts of a length. Force is second. Little Baltar tries to scoot through toward the rail third. Adios Mardo's on a long rein fourth. Back fifth is Hammer's Terror, ahead of It's a Given and Donation, and still nothing from Krishy. That's the 8 of them as they go to the half-mile pole, and Charlie Mops through an opening half-mile in 48 and 2. Has it 3 parts of a length. Force is second. On the outside, and Adios Nardo continues to travel well third. Little Baltar is now shuffled to fourth. 3 back to Hammer's Terror fifth, then Donation and It's a Given, and still last is Krishy. They run to the top of the stretch now. Charlie Mops starts to work overtime, but he does hold a narrow lead. Force continues to charge at him second. Little Baltar and Adios Nardo third and fourth. From the back in Hammer's Terror, 3/4, 1:11 and 2. They're into the drive. Charlie Mops fending off all challenges at this point, leads at a length and a quarter. Force is second. Little Baltar is third. Hammer's Terror late on the scene with Donation. Charlie Mops fighting for another 16th. Here's Little Baltar and Hammer's Terror. It's a 3-way go. And it looks like it went to Little Baltar with Charlie Mops right there. Hammer's Terror third in 134 and 4.
Jockey C.J. McMahon home for a riding double in race number 6. Aboard number 4, Little Baltar, who gets the narrow victory in race number 6, running down Charlie Mops. Little Baltar is owned by Priscilla Vacarezza, J&J Stables. Carlo Vacarezza, the winning conditioner. 5, Charlie Mops second, ahead of 7, Hammer's Terror, who ran third. To the 7th race we go on turf at a mile and a 16th, allowance optional claiming event, and the Wednesday feature. Scratch number 1, Coleman Rocky, a field of 10. The favorite was the 10, Refer.
And they're off. From the center, metaphorically gets the first call. Just Fooling Around moves with him. In the center, here's Completely Bonkers, not far away. In fact, Completely Bonkers is marching towards the lead as they run to that first turn. It's Completely Bonkers and Just Fooling Around getting acquainted up top. They open 2 on Metaphorically, and Caribbean, who raced third and fourth. Getting over from the high draw, Snicker is now a joint fifth. Down on the inside is Blue Harbor from sixth. It's a stretch of 2 back to Refer, 7th, and all by himself. Then at the inside goes Good and Proper ahead of Boca Scuttlebutt, and the early trailer is Terry's Charm. Around the first turn they go. They complete a quarter in 24 and 3. And up front, the leader just fooling around 3 parts of a length. On the outside and completely bonkers from second. Metaphorically, he's a tucked in third. Caribbean is fourth. Boca Scuttlebutt with a 4-wide brush down the backstretch. Here's Boca Scuttlebutt in the turquoise all the way up to take third. From behind the speed, races both Refer and Blue Harbor, who looks for racing room. Good and Proper is next. And Terry's Charm gets the shuffle through a 50-1 opening half mile. Into the far turn they go. Just Fooling Around has the lead. Completely bonkers. Back for more second. Boca Scuttlebutt 3 wide third. Metaphorically begins to look for room. Refers on his outside. Caribbean between horses. Then it's Blue Harbor and Snicker. 3 better than Good and Proper. And Terry's Charm has been last throughout as Completely Bonkers goes on the offensive to take the lead. Just Fooling Around fights on second from third. Metaphorically. Then Boca Scuttlebutt. Snicker from the back. Terry's Charm. Final furlong. It's Completely Bonkers on the outside. Just Fooling Around up to the challenge on the inside. These two settle the score. Completely Bonkers. Completely Bonkers beats an extra game Just Fooling Around in 142-2.
Number 10, Refer, didn't fire, but number 8, Completely Bonkers, sure did, putting up a game performance to register a narrow victory, giving jockey C.J. McMahon his 3rd winner of the afternoon. This one for trainer Bobby DeBona and owner Anthony E. Felice. Some kind of a game run from number 4, Just Fooling Around, who ran second, well clear of 3, Blue Harbor, who finished 3rd. Don't go away. We'll take a brief timeout. When we come back, the Late Daily Double on All Turf Late Daily Double.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career. In show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back now for race number 8 on turf at a mile and a 16th. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $25,000. A field of 8 went postward. The favorite was 2, Cape Dynasty.
And they're off. Slow to begin, both House Account and Stay Again. Quick to begin was Eye of the Lion, and then from the rail, Arpanella showing speed. These two get acquainted, working a length and a half better than Ciorno, who comes away racing in 3rd. Up on the inside, Cape Dynasty's in very tight, and Cape Dynasty will squeeze through down toward the rail and land 3rd as they run around the first turn. Out wide on the course is Leroy's Image, then back at the inside goes Golden Away, and Stay Again on his outside. It's Tooler to the trailer, House Account. Around the first turn they go. Arpanella now shakes free through an opening quarter in 25 seconds flat. It's Arpanella by 2.5. Cape Dynasty is 2nd. Eye of the Lion is now 3rd. 3 wide on the outside. Leroy's Image is 4th. Stretch of another 4 lengths. Racing from 4th. That's Ciorno trying to ask it to quicken up. Up on the outside, here's House Account taking over 5th. 6th is Stay Again, and then Golden Away has at the back of the pack as they stack 4 across the track through a 49-second half mile. Into the far turn they go. Arpanella holds off the leaders for this point in time. From 2nd now, that's the favorite Cape Dynasty. Leroy's Image is 4 wide. 3 wide is Eye of the Lion. House Account is next, followed by an outside running Stay Again, who's trying to improve ahead of Golden Away, and dropping to trail is Ciorno as they run to the top of the stretch. 3/4, 112-1, and they run for home. Cape Dynasty on the outside. Arpanella fights back on the inside. They've moved well clear of the rest as they straighten for the drive. Cape Dynasty on the outside. Arpanella not going away, fighting on. These two brush inside the final furlong with Cape Dynasty getting the upper hand. Arpanella is game, but now starting to lose the tussle. Back third is House Account. To the wire, 3-5 is the price. Cape Dynasty and Gaffleon the winners. Arpanella second, House Account third. Very close for fourth. Golden Away surged at Leroy's Image in 142-1.
Favorite takes care of business in today's 8th race. It's 2 Cape Dynasty, who wears down the pace setter under Tyler Gaffleon for Gary Barber and trainer Mark Cassie. Number 1, Arpanella was second ahead of number 6, House Account, who ran third. We stay on the turf and we move to the Wednesday finale at 5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. A field of 11, which have not won 2. This was a wide open betting race. The off-time favorite was number 1, Walking Primrose.
And runners away. Wildcat Wave, Starship Reina, and Dixie Grits, the first 3 to begin. Moving up toward the inside, Southern and Sassy away in the top flight, driving at the rail. Walking Primrose will save her spot. In fact, she'll look to land to the lead, as she'll have to tap on the brakes behind the leader if she doesn't make it, as they make their way to the far turn. So it is Wildcat Wave in front. As anticipated, Walking Primrose and a bit tight while second. Atlantic Gusto's on her outside, third, a length and a half back to Flashy Val fourth. Then Dixie Grits from between horses, Southern and Sassy's at the rail. Then it's Starship Reina ahead in front of Bull Empress, who works 3 clear of Lady Liddy. Second last is Touch of Quality, and the Red Tour last to turn in, as Wildcat Wave still has the lead. Walking Primrose to the attack second, Atlantic Gusto third, Southern and Sassy next with Starship Reina. Final furlong, Wildcat Wave keeps going. Wildcat Wave by 2. Walking Primrose is surging, but time is ticking away. Wildcat Wave is hanging on. Wildcat Wave 3 parts of a length over Walking Primrose second in 56.
Number 7, Wildcat Wave, shot right to the top and never looked back in today's final race under Carlos Olivero for D'Angelo Sable and Francisco D'Angelo. Number 1, Walking Primrose, shook loose but could not track down the leader, while second ahead of number 2, Southern and Sassy, who ran third. The late pick 5 today, good for $1,678.90. Rainbow 6 had plenty of winners. Combination worth $1,177.74. Triggers a Thursday carryover of $120,061.47.
And that wraps up Wednesday's action. We're right back at it again on Thursday. Our first race post, 1:15 p.m. We'll have 9 races to show you. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.